Okay, make sure the camera's good. What is happening? GQ's morning drive. Sun is no joke. GQ's morning drive. I'm on my way to do the podcast, and just wanted to chop it up with you guys for a little bit. I wanted to talk about coping. Coping is something that I'm still learning how to do the right way. Golly, the sun is just not helping at all. All right, can you see me? Yes, you can. But the sun is just beating the crap out of my face. All right, that should help a little bit. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about coping. Something that I'm still dealing with. For those of you that know me, you know that last year, November 2017, is when I lost my mother. And I pride myself in not being afraid of much, but I must say that one of those fears is losing someone close. And till this day, I can't really say that I'm over it. But then what do you expect? You know, it's your mother. I'm still dealing with some issues internally, because in my mind, I feel like there was so much that I wanted to do for her. Still, I had a list of things. Oh, the sun's gone. I had a list of things that I wanted to do for Mom while she was here. And I kind of feel a little bit guilty that I didn't really get to do those things. And one thing that I'm learning still is that I can't beat myself up over things that are outside of my control. I've been very much inside my own head, and I think that's a big downfall for me, because I overthink and I overanalyze a lot, maybe a bit too much, and sometimes it could come as a good thing. Sometimes it could be a little troublesome. You know, when it comes to my video editing, it's good to overanalyze, and because I feel like that way you'll find all your mistakes, and you'll be everything is sharper when I'm looking at every single detail anytime I edit a video, or anytime I'm editing audio, whether it be music, whether it be a podcast, whatever the case may be. It's very, very good to be detail-oriented and pay very close attention to details. However, it's not good for me in other things, especially when it comes to my mother, because I felt very, very guilty for a very long time. I felt like I didn't accomplish all the things I wanted to accomplish in order for her to witness them being done. And because of that, sometimes I beat myself up and think that that Mom isn't as proud of me as I would have wanted her to be. But I've had a lot of close family members remind me it's not about me in this particular case, because Mom was proud of me, and Mom still is proud of me. it's tough sometimes for me to accept, because me as a human being, my selfish desire would be for mom to be here to witness every little milestone. You know, her grandson's first birthday that happened not so long ago, holding him, you know, just a lot of stuff. It's just a lot of stuff. I'm sorry, I seem like I'm rambling. It's because I'm like in deep thought, because, you know, it still affects me to talk about mom. Things that I wish I would have done, things that I didn't get to do, things here and there. But I've had a lot of loved ones remind me, listen, mom is proud of you. And it's hard for me to accept sometimes. I'm always saying I hope mom is proud, or I hope mom will be proud of me, or I hope mom will be proud of the man that I'm going to become. But people keep saying, well, why do you keep saying will be? Mom is proud of you now. And it's still taking a little bit of time for me to accept. But here's the thing, whether you're religious or not, whether you believe in God, whether you don't, one thing that you should always consider when it comes to losing a loved one is to not live in anger or depression. Because religious or not, do you think your departed loved one would want you to live that way? Or would they want you to live your best life for them? You know what I mean? Not sure if I'm making any sense, but I really hope this is helping somebody. I know a lot of friends that lost close loved ones as well. And trust me, man, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. And sometimes it doesn't even feel real. To go from, you know, laughing and having a good time with one particular person to just looking at them lifeless. Till this day, anytime I think about it, it messes me up. I thank God for my wife and my child and my loved ones around me that try to keep me, you know, centered in the situation, because they know how much mom meant to me, and mom meant a lot to a lot of other people as well. You know, my father took it the hardest, because not sure if a lot of people realize, but my mom and dad knew each other for a super long time. They were actually toddler playmates, from what I understand. Lost contact, reconnected. It's almost as if they were dating their entire lives. So for that to come to an end was really tough. Not that I'm saying that it was less difficult for me and my sisters, but I know it hit him really hard, because he practically knew her all their lives, and they were married for 31 years. And the love they shared was beautiful. And you know, he's still coping as well. But as far as coping goes, I'm not saying that it's an easy thing to do, because it isn't. But please keep in mind, okay, this person isn't here physically anymore. However, out of respect and love for them, should I keep living my life depressed because they're no longer here and angry at everything? Or should I live my life to the fullest in remembrance of them? Once again, not trying to push a religious agenda on anybody. I personally believe that my mom is in a better place where she no longer has to suffer. And she's in the best shape of her life. She's in a place where she doesn't have to worry about physical ailments. She doesn't have to worry about blood sugar, because my mom was diabetic, so that was the issue. She doesn't have to worry about being tired all the time. She doesn't have to worry about aches and pains, nothing. All that is gone now because she no longer has to suffer. Now, if you don't believe that, if you don't believe in life after death, this is not really a video for me to convince you to believe in life after death. However, and this is a conversation for another day, I do find it difficult to not believe in anything, let alone a higher power. Because there's way too many things that happen to me personally, as well as in general on Earth, that it doesn't make sense that all this exists by accident. It makes me, it's so hard for me to believe that this entire universe just randomly happened and now we're all here living in perfect harmony. It's crazy because, like, the Earth was just a little bit closer to the sun, it would burn, or everything on Earth would burn. It was just a little bit further away, everything would be too cold. I'm running off on a tangent right now, because that's a topic for another day. But all I'm saying is, if you've lost a loved one, whether it's recently, whether it's a while ago, and you feel that hole, you feel a little bit depressed, you feel angry, whatever the case may be, ask yourself if this is something that they would want me to do, and this is the way they would want me to live. With that,